Hi, I'm here. Finally. Where have you been, Marianne? I've been here. I just haven't been doing my Weight Watchers. Haven't been taking time to make videos to say how bad I'm doing at Weight Watchers. I did get a job, started Memorial Day weekend, and I was thinking I was only going to work a few hours a week, but I've been picking up shifts and working and making money. And I don't need to do it like that. I'm grateful that I got the job because it's not easy to get a job at my age. And, this all started last July when I quit my job without notice and just quit. I just said to myself that day, I don't have to do this. Why am I doing this? And I quit. I got permission from HR to quit. I didn't walk out and not let anybody know or anything, but still not a good look, really. Even though when I got hired, it was at will employment where they can let me go with or without notice, and likewise, I could do the same. But it's not frowned upon for them to do it, but it's frowned upon if the employee does it, because you got to be loyal. And I've been working for 50 years. Except for I went from the postal service to my last job. I had a 9 month of just kicking back, and now this was 10 months. And all they do is gain weight. And that's the reason why I want to go back to work, because I need to get out of this apartment, stretch my legs. And this job I got is good. It's inside of Whole Foods. I'm not outside. I got a job with Amazon. I'm doing Amazon returns. So I'm inside of Whole Foods just processing people's returns, things that they're returning from their Amazon account, and I'm shipping them out back to the warehouses. So I'm face to face with the people, still doing customer service. I don't have a problem doing customer service. I love being around people, serving people, and I like it. And even, it's not like I've never been yelled at, but at this job I haven't yet. So it's been pretty pleasant, I have to say. It's gotten intense sometimes, because sometimes I'm by myself and the line starts growing, the machine, there's a kiosk, sometimes it fills up, I gotta go empty it. So if people don't want to stand in line and get face-to-face service, they can go to the kiosk. But, so they have options. So anyway, about a month ago, there's a guy that I watch on YouTube, the Ranting Weight Watcher, and he put out a video about embarrassment and how, it's kind of like what I was doing. I'll go back to my meetings when I get back to where I was in July. And then all that's happened by doing that is I've gained more weight. So you don't need to be embarrassed to go back to Weight Watchers. Just like Planet Fitness, it's a judgment-free zone. And so I finally, and this video was like a month ago, and I've been thinking, I got to get to a meeting, but I keep picking up shifts at work. In fact, I went to my meeting yesterday, Monday. As I sat down, there was a text. New shift available from 9:30 to 10:40. It was a short shift, but I knew this gal had been alone the day previous on Sunday when I was working. My fan's blowing my hair. So I thought, gosh, it's tough being alone, and it's only for an hour. And funny thing is, it's just 3 blocks down. It's on my way home from Weight Watchers, just 3 blocks away from my meeting. So my meeting is over at 9, because it was an 8:30 meeting. So I had plenty of time to get there. I just went to the store next door and got a bottle of water because I didn't have my water bottle with me. And I didn't want to be working without water. It's my water. That's what this week's topic is about, hydration. So, do you have your water? Let's do that in honor of our friend Anita, Chit Chat Paddywhack, who we lost recently. And she would always say, do you have your water? Our little reminder. But, she was a joy. You can check out her channel on YouTube if you don't know who she is. I gotta get this hair up here. But so funny, so lovable. And she's missed for sure. But where was I? So I went to my meeting, yes. And I went to face it, because I basically got out of my mindset. I was doing so good. I was down 28.8 pounds back in June. Then after the July debacle, things just left. I didn't stay on track. I didn't stay in my mindset. I got all over the place and just, 10 pounds turned into 20 pounds, turned into what happened when I went yesterday. But I told him, it's like I've been off track for months. And so he was just kind of turning the screen around, and I saw it, the gain, it was 9.8. And instead of getting bummed out, I go, it's not 10? And he goes, Shay, something to celebrate. It's not double digits. I mean, I wasn't embarrassed. I didn't feel good about having to do it, but he didn't make me feel embarrassed. He just said, this is a good month to come back because the monthly theme is reset and recharge. And he said, put your finger behind your ear. And he goes, push the button. So you've reset. Okay? So I'm reset. So basically, and the whole thing at the meeting was about, like I said, hydration, but not just drinking water, but also replenishing the minerals that you need for your bodily functions to not be dehydrated. So it wasn't just drinking water, it was about hydration. So you can talk to your doctor about that, how much water you need and things like that. I do drink spring water because you do a lot of filtered water, you're not getting your minerals. You got to remineralize your water. Excuse me. Oh, ignore this. I was digging in a box, and I have very thin skin from working in the sun for so many years. That's just like, it's old lady spot of broken blood vessels. It's not, I didn't run into anything. I was digging, I should have been wearing gloves while I was digging through the box, and I wasn't. So it just looks, it doesn't hurt or anything, but it's just ugly. Oh, so I get them on my arms too. My mom used to get them. It's just, I have really thin skin, and I got to be careful. And when I'm doing stuff like that, I should wear gloves. But anyway, so the good news is, well, there were two good news. It wasn't 10 pounds. Probably would have been if I weighed in last week. I don't know. I was fluctuating on my scale from 204 to 206, 204 to 206. And yesterday when I woke up, before I had my coffee and everything, it was 204. So, but I didn't just decide. I decided in the middle of the night, I'm going to go to Weight Watchers tomorrow because I couldn't sleep. So I thought, I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go. And I did. And then I ended up doing a shift, earning it was an extra $3 an hour. So it was an hour and 15 minutes or something that I worked. And so, almost, it was like $22, $23. I don't know, whatever. Extra money. Because starting in October, I got to pay full price for my Weight Watchers. Right now, I'm doing $19. But I've squandered my time, so I've been squandering money, too, by not going and getting off track like this. But the other good news was, since January of 24, my total is 0.8 loss. So I did gain I gained 28 pounds since what happened last year. So all the work I did is gone. But the good news is, hey, I didn't gain all my weight back. If I would have been 0.8 more, I would have. I'm still in the negative. I'm still at a loss. I don't know. What a consolation prize, right? So I guess I should title this The Prodigal Weight Watcher. I made a video on my other channel, I believe, called The Prodigal Weight Watchers, because this isn't the first time I've had to go back. I mean, nobody's perfect, right? If we got to go back, that means we haven't quit. We haven't given up. So And I'm 65. But another main reason why I thought I should go back and get weighed in is because I'm doing this. And I'm not doing this that I ordered this book off of Amazon. It's just I was looking at the calendar at my senior center, and they have a 6-week course that is using this book about eliminating sugar from your diet. So I went Friday. And I have a book in the car that I'm borrowing. She gives you the book to use, to borrow from, but you can't write in it or anything. So I ordered my own book off Amazon. And I'll put this doctor, Dr. Becky Gillespie, she has a YouTube channel. So I guess I can put a link to her channel there. And you can check it out for yourself. I'm not going to... The nurse that's teaching the class kind of wants us to do away with, like, go totally zero sugar. But in this book, it says I can have something if it's not the first 3 ingredients. So I have to go through it because it's kind of weird. The class was supposed to be about added sugar, but this is like going no sugar. So I'm never going to be zero sugar, but I want to decrease the amount of added sugar that I'm having in my diet. So I'm going to play that way because I also have the cholesterol issue, so I can't eat all the full fat things and all this stuff they're recommending. So I do have to kind of tweak it to what I can do. My doctor knows what I can do, and I always say check with your doctor before you do anything like this. So my doctor would be on board with this. I just have to keep it alongside with my cholesterol issues. And that's how I'm going with it. I don't have an Amazon link because I'm not sure. I work for Amazon, so I don't know if I can do that. Also might mention I have 1 share of Weight Watchers stock. I bought 100 shares when it was like 26 cents a share when they said they were going to do bankruptcy. So what happened was after they settled everything, the price is now 39 something, whatever. So with my account, my brokerage account, it ends up instead of 100 shares, I now have 1 share. So with all the restructuring and everything like that, I'm a 1 share stockholder of Weight Watchers. So I'm not selling Weight Watchers here. I'm just talking about my journey, but let's disclose that. I have my 1 share. I'm not rich. I thought, oh my God, the price is $39. I made $3,000. No, that's not how it worked with the restructuring. So not sure about all of that, but bummer. Okay. It wasn't actually buying at a dip. It was with the bankruptcy and everything. It was a whole different can of beans, right? But anyway, I just wanted to check in. So I did RSVP to the in-person meeting next Monday. So I'm not picking up a shift for next Monday. I'm taking my Monday off, and then Friday I'm going to my class. So I'm going to be doing Weight Watchers and learning all about zero sugar. I didn't know when I signed up for the class that they were going to actually say, yeah, pick a starting date and let's do it and see how we end up. I'm going to tweak it to my own needs and what I want to do with my healthy lifestyle. And that's where I had to go back to my word of the year, healthy. Have I been doing anything healthy for my head, my spirit? My spirit, yes. I've been going to church, communion, everything. Everything's been going great there. But I'm finally got my head straight on to where I'm not feeling sorry for myself and having a pity party. I just have to take action and, try to figure out how I'm going to start walking again with my joint pains, my hip pains, all those pains, and so forth. But anyway, let's put in the comments any tips you have about adding water into your diet. And how do you remember? What cue do you have to remember to drink the water? Because when it comes to hydration, that's my biggest issue is I forget to drink it. I will have dry mouth and still forget to drink it. So what are your tips for drinking more water? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.